Now we're turbocharged. Buy and sell online. carmag.co.za.
G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon! What's happening? Got that song in my head the whole time I'm driving this, and every time someone comes near me, they're like, G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon. I'm like, okay, everybody, let's calm down. Turn that off. Right. Guys, as you now know, I'm in the Mercedes-AMG G63. Oh, okay, it's edition 1, so it's got a few more little specs and, things. I give 0 while driving this car. Even though everyone's staring at me, I don't care. I'm like, ha ha! Ooh, jeez. Such a in this car. I like it. I put on my most flamboyant glasses because I'm in a G-Wagon. Have you noticed I've even put my seat back? I'm so gangster right now. G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon. There's one going past. Yes! That was good timing. And I didn't plan that. This must be the meanest looking mother fluffer that is on the road. And what I love even more is the fact that its looks haven't really changed that much over the last 40 years. Do you know? It's still like a big old block. I mean, look, back then it was built, mainly sort of for off-roading and being practical and helping the military army or whatever the things are. Thing is, it can still do all of that, which makes it even better. It's just now a little bit more of an icon. Hey, that's quite a lock that ends up there. More of an icon, more of a status symbol. Yeah, this new, well, it's not that new. Okay, it launched last year. I was at the launch. You can check out my website for my review if you'd like. Look, it's wider, it's higher, it's bigger, it's longer, it's everything than it's ever been. But it's still instantly recognizable as a G-Wagon, unless you're my mom, okay, who thought it was a Jeep, but we won't tell Mercedes-Benz that. My dad just rolled his eyes. I have maybe a couple, but one main critique, okay? And that is the doors. So I know that it's meant to sound and be solid and all that jazz, but they are a real bitch to close. Like, it's hard, and I don't like the sound. It's like a sound. It's not a nice sound. And yeah, that would be a painful thing for me all the time to have to deal with. Although I'd get over it quite quickly, I imagine. But the other thing is getting into this car. There's no sort of easy, elegant. You've got to be quite a fit, nimble person to get in and out of this. I've got a sore shoulder at the moment. I'm feeling a little sensitive about stuff. So maybe that's what it is. But once you're in here, how hot is this cabin? Yeah, you can't beat it. Like, it just gives you such a blah, blah, blah feeling. The digital display is taut. The seats, the stitching, the badging, the everything just works and is G-Wagon. Stop it. Like I mentioned, this is the edition 1, whatever. So you've got things like the standard spec is higher. Gosh, where's my brain at today? But these seats, they sort of hold my love handles. They cradle me as I corner, which I love. I mean, it does remind me of my love handles the whole time, so that's not great, but makes me feel like, like an influence. I'm so cool right now. I'm so cool right now. G-Wagon. Come on. He should have done it. I'm going to teach him something. So under the bonnet is the beastly 4-litre V8 twin turbo engine. It will give you 430 kilowatts of power and 850 newton meters of torque. Now, bearing in mind that this car is around 2.5 tons, and it can get you to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.5 seconds. It's astounding. I think it's the most fun that you can have at this sort of height, this ride height. Like, you just think it's going to be all like, what's the word? Like, blah, like lethargic and heavy and because he's such a burly guy. Nope, he's nimble. All that fun comes at a cost though, okay? Not in price, in fuel consumption. If you don't care about the planet, you'll have no problem with this car. But the claimed fuel consumption is at 13.1 litres per 100 k's. I'm not going to tell you what mine's sitting at, okay? But it's definitely north of 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so you just know. Okay. If this engine doesn't thrill you, then, according to carmag.co.za, Brabus, what's happening? Anyway, they are making 10 models, just 10, with a V12 that's been tuned, okay? So you get 602 kilos of power and 1,500 Newton meters of torque. I mean, even this beeped when I said that, because it's like, what the fuck? Jeez, I mean, what do you even do with that? I mean, you'll blast yourself off into space. It's insane. Look, this car is a 4x4 at heart. It's an off-roader at heart. Like, you can take it up and down mountains and whatever you'd like. So it has to be forgiven for things like the handling and even the ride. You know, what its competitors maybe offer in terms of maybe more space, which I can tell you this is spacious. Check out that boot. I think it's fine. But what the competitors are maybe more refined. What they don't have is the street cred. It's undeniable. And look, you're paying for that street cred. This is just over 3 million rand. But it will never be a rational buy, this car. If it is, you're doing it wrong. Okay? That's all I can tell you. Guys, I'm going to give you a little free advice here on parking, okay? Especially in sort of parking garages, like at malls and stuff. If you go over the line, then you're f***ing it up for the person next to you, okay? Now, when I'm in a car like this, it is trickier, okay, to park. But if everybody stayed inside their lines, like coloring inside the lines, then we'd have no problems. It's up to me. I'm going to have to squish out with the car, but that's no problem. But I can't believe how many people park on the line and then it just screws it up for everybody else. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. So gangster. I should go further back.